Please be advised there are spoilers ahead related to the property being watched and or discussed.
Hello! Welcome back, everyone! Today, I am going to press play on episode 20 from the second season of Fringe. This one is titled Brown Betty. Now, it sounds like the title of a song. I think I've heard a song called Brown Betty. Not sure. Could be a woman named Brown Betty. Betty Brown, or an actual brown woman named Betty. I don't know. I don't care. Well, I care, but it's like, let's see. So, without any extra babble, here's my reaction to this episode for you. Straight up getting high. Well, might as well, especially after the last episode. Oh, the cow! Just staring at him. He's on a labeling mania. At least everything's organized.
I've decided that we need to get organized.
I've been smoking marijuana.
Classify what I've just smoked as marijuana. It's a hybrid of chronic supernova and Afghani Kush. I call it Brown Betty.
Okay. Now I know.
I know how you're feeling.
It's important to take control of one's life.
Walter,
Does she know the truth?
Peter is going to come back. He just needs some time. But he will come back.
Does she know? I'll just presume she does.
I'm sorry, Walter. I have some leads that I would like to follow up, but I have to...
What can be more important than finding Peter?
Liv, the snack machine stole the dollar you gave me.
Hello, Ella.
Hi, Astrid. Hi, Uncle Walter.
Hi, Ella.
Uncle
You know
Walter.
what? We have some snacks back there in the fridge. You can go help yourself.
Thanks.
Who's that?
Ella, Walter.
Smells funny in here.
Rachel's daughter. Rachel's Olivia's sister.
Rachel had to go to Chicago for the weekend, so...
We'll never see Rachel again, will we?
Walter just smoked something called Brown Betty.
Hi, Cal.
Be careful, Stella.
Hi, Cal.
No licking. No licking.
I only have to watch her for a few hours.
Don't worry, Olivia. I will be here. We would love to have her.
You're killing him. You're not supposed to touch his sides. What kind of doctor are you? You're not even trying.
It's hot.
What about your parents, Uncle Walter? Didn't they tell you stories?
Oh, yes. My mother loved Chandler and another writer called Dashiell Hammett. She loved detective stories. And musicals. She adored musicals. She often would dress me up to play parts in plays at school.
Sounds like a fun mom.
Walter, I think that Ella would really, really enjoy a story.
Once upon a time.
Oh, all right. Are you ready? Once upon a time, there was an accomplished detective. Except that she had decided to retire, pack it in, because there was one mystery she could not solve.
What was that?
How to mend a broken heart.
Oh my gosh. They're gonna play out a story for the episode? Alright.
My name is Rachel, and I'm sorry to just show up like this, but I've left you several messages and I'd like to hire you.
Here I was thinking we'd never see this actress again.
As you can see, I'm kind of busy.
He got in over his head to a gambler, a guy named Big Eddie. I'm afraid something bad may have happened to him. We met only a few weeks ago, but it was love at first sight. You probably don't believe something like that exists. but I assure you it does.
Something happens and I'm head over heels. I never find out till I'm head over heels.
Oh my god, Ella's face is beautiful.
Head over heels.
It's kind of how I feel right now. Not sure what I'm watching.
Oh, you see, the medication that Uncle Walter's on causes his posterior and lateral cricoaryatenoid muscles to contract his larynx. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, true love.
Okay, and what's his name?
Peter Bishop.
Wait a minute, that's wrong. My mom doesn't love Peter.
Of course not. It's just a story. What Rachel didn't know is that Detective Olivia once believed in love, especially great love. And if for no other reason, she took this case to see if such a love really existed. Now, this is where things might get a bit frightening. I'm not sure you'd want me to go on.
Does it have to do with Peter?
Maybe. It just might. Far on the other side of town, a young man had gone into hiding because he had in his possession a very special item.
What
Is
kind
that
of
an observer?
As it happens, a heart. But a heart unlike anything the world had ever seen.
Ooh. Oh, it's Peter, okay. The fedora hats. Alright, it looks like I'm in for a very different episode. I just hope it picks up with engagement.
No. The measure of a good detective is where she gets her information from. Detective Dunham knows some high people in low places. And you just can't escape from the sound. Don't worry, it will happen to you.
Okay, I love this. Let me guess, first and last time we'll ever see this side of Broyles.
What is it?
Missing person.
Never seen him.
What about this? Does it mean anything to you? That guy's sweetheart found it in her apartment the night he vanished.
Never realized how much Anna Torv kind of looks like Blake Lively. They probably competed for roles.
Massive Dynamic. Ever heard of him?
No? What do they do?
Question is, what don't they do?
Indeed, what don't they do?
I want to see this version of Massive Dynamic.
A vile firm that never missed an opportunity to exploit the little guy, profiteering off the creativity of others.
Miss Dunham. Nina Sharp.
Look at that hair.
Thank you so much for seeing me.
Detective Broyles called on your behalf. He said you were looking for someone. You thought I may be able to provide some information.
Yes. His name is Peter Bishop.
Peter Bishop is a con man with many talents and many identities, all of them suspect. Small cons to large-scale industrial espionage, with only one person's interests at heart, his own.
I see.
But I can tell you one thing. If he's pretending to love this woman, he must be using her somehow. For her sake and yours, I hope he stays missing. He's dangerous.
Dangerous.
Thank you so much for your time.
Miss Dunham, you should proceed with caution. I meant it when I said that Peter Bishop is dangerous.
Not for Olivia. No, no, no.
It's me. There has been a development.
Hello, this is Rachel. Please leave a message.
This is Olivia Dunham. I need to talk to you. It's about Peter Bishop. So could you give me a call as soon as you get this? Rachel?
I love the future and the past mashed up with the tech and stuff. God, there was another show I watched where it was similar like this too. Oh, Rachel, you gone? The plot thickens.
That's not how it goes. She can't be dead.
Why not?
Probably because it's her mother, Walter.
Oh.
No, that's not it. Because that's not how stories work. She's in love. True love. She can't die.
But, as I have said, in this story, things are not as they seem.
She was an actress. Real name wasn't even Rachel, it was Kelsey.
Undercover.
Didn't leave fingerprints. Hell, we can't even identify what kind of weapon he used. The one thing we both know, Dunham, death seems to follow you around.
What you saying there, Chief?
I'm saying I want you as far away as possible.
Just when my interest is piqued.
Keep nosing around, and you and your interest can spend some time downtown as a guest at the state. Time to leave things to the big boys.
Okay, you win.
That's a no. I'm gonna do things my way. $200. Walter Bishop.
It's you.
Kind of. Slightly less handsome than your Uncle Walter, but equally brilliant. Tinker, a dreamer. And Olivia would soon discover that he was the one that got her mixed up in all this.
So you're saying that you hired her to hire me to find Peter Bishop?
That's right.
Why didn't you come to me yourself?
Your reputation precedes you, Miss Dunham. You are the best, but you're selective.
Oh my gosh. Look at all those props.
I never meant for her to be harmed.
Hey, well, you've got my attention now, Dr.
Jean stays in the story.
Where's Peter Bishop and what are you looking for him?
He was my lab assistant.
Oh, good God.
You got the same name. You related?
Just coincidental. Although I did grow to love Peter as a son, apparently he was far more dangerous than I feared. He stole something from me, a most important invention.
Oh, he's in a wheelchair? Or some kind of chair?
Flannel pajamas. Ah, rainbows, and my latest project, singing corpses. 2, 3, 4. Who can take a sunrise? Who can take a sunrise?
What the hell is this?
Cover it, chocolate and a miracle or two. The Candyman
That's really creepy.
The Candyman can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good.
Life to the dead, I say.
Temporary life.
He invented everything that is wonderful in the world. Teddy bears and chocolate bars and... Oh,
A god indeed.
more remarkable than that. A heart. A glass heart.
What makes it so special?
Put simply, it's a power source, but it's capable of many wondrous things. I was kept alive by this glass heart. I had a bad heart, and so I invented glass heart. And then a few nights ago, someone slipped into my room and stole it while I was asleep.
It's a nice way to put it.
It's kept me stable, but I don't get my heart back, I'll die.
You think Peter Bishop stole your heart?
They disappeared at the same time. Heart is priceless. Who knows what somebody would pay for it?
She's gonna help him, right?
Of course. But first, she needed to rehire her assistant, Esther Figglesworth.
It's my old boss now. Can you give me just a second? She only calls when it's important.
or when she gets lost. What do you want?
New case. I need you.
You sent me packing this morning and you owe me 6 months back pay. What makes you think I'm gonna drop everything just because you call?
Because it's important, and because that's just the kind of girl you are.
Done it?
Drop what you're investigating.
Ah!
Don't stick your heart out where it doesn't belong.
Okay, this is a very unexpected perception of this character.
I'm sorry. Does it hurt?
No. It feels great, actually. Please keep doing it.
I can't believe you got sucked back into business over true love. You know, that's your problem, isn't it? You're always looking for something that doesn't even exist.
Somewhere in the universe there's gotta be a guy who'll keep me warm when I'm cold, feed me when I'm hungry, and maybe, on occasion, take me dancing.
Huh. That's odd. It looks like it's healing. What kind of weapon did you say he used?
Well, nothing that I'd ever seen before. It was like some kind of laser. This is the same kind of wound that killed Rachel. So the man who attacked me is the same man who took her heart.
Okay.
Yeah, the patent on this device was
Wow,
taken out
great
last
drawing.
year. Pretty cool little device, if I recall. It's patented by this whiz-bang tech company out of Manhattan. Boy, I wish I could work somewhere like that.
Even in the story, it's like the same.
A few hours ago, a man attacked me with that and told me to forget I'd ever heard the name Peter Bishop. Now I can call the feds or you can tell me the truth. You choose, lady.
Bring me the file on the quantum laser.
Oh, this is interesting.
It was designed as a surgical tool. Several months ago, one of our prototypes was stolen. But tell me, this man who attacked you, was he bald, with an odd cadence to his voice?
Who is he?
Not he, they. We call them the Watchers. These people are dangerous, and they don't make idle threats.
Yeah, the Watchers is quite fitting.
Nita Sharp. She was lying, wasn't she?
What makes you think that?
I don't know. I just don't trust her.
Smart girl. You're getting ahead of the narrative, but they're thinking along the right lines because Detective Olivia didn't trust her either.
That's what makes Nina's character so awesome. You just don't know what you're gonna get.
Hello?
It's me. You got anything?
Nita Sharp's company, Massive Dynamic. The founder and CEO is a guy named William Bell. In the past few years, no one has seen him. No press conferences, no public appearances. It's like he just disappeared off the face of the earth.
Okay, so what's that got to do with Peter Bishop?
I don't know. But that's weird, right?
Yeah, listen, I gotta go.
You done? Yeah.
Be careful.
Okay, Mom.
So you gonna introduce the alternate universe in his story? Huh.
I have news. Is it safe to talk?
Of course, no one can hear us. What is it?
I didn't see his name in the credits.
You were right. Peter Bishop has it.
So where is he? Where's the boy?
We don't know yet, but we'll find him.
Hell, that's fabulous news.
I've been going out of my mind.
By utilizing the heart's power, we'll be able to create a stable door between universes.
And after all this time, we can finally be together again.
I know, my love.
Okay, well, I got my questions answered.
She is awake.
I see. I suppose I should feel sorry for you, Miss Dunham. None of these should have been your concerns. The truth is, I did everything I could to protect you. I warned you to stay away from this, but you didn't listen. Now, you've given me no choice.
Oh, so you're gonna send me somewhere far away where I won't be able to tell anybody what you want to do with that glass heart?
Not quite. ahead, Mr. Gemini.
Mr. Gemini. Gemini man. Ooh. Burying her alive? Oh, that's freaky as hell. Oh. And to think so many people have died this way. I'd take a bullet to the head, okay? This is just mean. Cruel. Peter!
I heard you were looking for me.
So he was waiting for them to do that and then grab her crate. The music. If I'd have known what was coming up, I probably would have taken a couple of shots of tequila. Just to maybe enjoy this episode alongside Walter.
Feeling better?
Do you mean is a hot shower better than drowning in a pine coffin? Much. Thank you. I take it you don't live here.
No, but nobody else does either. Seemed like a pretty good place to hide out.
But this is yours.
Yeah?
What is it?
The pattern.
Well, like I told you before, I heard somebody was looking for me. A cop named Olivia Dunham. So I was following you.
Well, someone's been giving you false information because I'm not a cop, I'm a private detective.
I see.
He looks good. I like his hair all slicked like that.
You know, all this is very nice, and I'm grateful that you saved my life, but I know who you are, and I know what you did. Want to know why I was looking for you? Dr. Walter Bishop hired me. I know you took his glass heart.
Is that what he told you? That I stole his heart? What else did Walter Bishop tell you?
That without his heart he would die. And that all the good he does for this world would die with him.
Well, I guess I'm not the only one who's been given false information.
What's your side of the story?
147 pins. Each one represents a child injured by Walter Bishop.
Injured how?
Walter's invented a great many things. Wondrous things, that much is true. But what he didn't tell you is where his ideas come from. Elephants, rainbows, licorice sticks. They come from the dreams of children. He steals children's dreams, and he replaces them with nightmares.
Damn.
It's your heart.
I was born with it. And I was willing to give it to Walter. Because of all the good he's done. Because of all the good he could do. I thought that his life was so much more valuable than mine. At least until I learned the truth. Walter Bishop isn't responsible for all the goodness in the world. But he is responsible for so much evil.
Stealing children's dreams.
Oh, hell.
What is it?
They found it.
Oh, damn! The observers are pretty much ninjas. Interesting how in his story they're not as benevolent.
I knew you were a good dancer. You really cut a rug out there.
Well, you're not so bad yourself.
Aww. Took his heart.
I need your help, Olivia.
Special effects are really good. Where's the Wizard of Oz when you need him?
So what do I do?
Well,
play that game, Operation?
Yeah.
Well, it's just like that, except in reverse. You gotta put those batteries into my chest. But whatever you do, don't touch the nerve endings.
And what if I do?
Don't.
I wonder if the sales of that game went up during the running time of the series.
So what made you want to be a detective?
I don't know. I guess that I just always knew what it was I was meant to do.
And what's that?
To care for people.
Well, then who cares for you?
You do. In my story, anyway.
I did it.
Okay. Just one more. Must be nice to know who you are. To know your place in the world.
So what about you?
Well, I thought I did. I thought I knew who I was. But I was wrong.
Done. Peter?
Aw, it sucks.
For once in my life, I have someone who needs me. Someone I've needed so long.
Beautiful voice.
For once, I have something I know won't desert me. I'm not alone anymore.
That's it? He's done? Oh, okay. I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Hey.
You did it.
Okay. You need to be careful.
Those batteries aren't going to last long.
Okay.
We have to get my heart back. Those men who attacked us, they work for Nina Sharp.
But Nina Sharp isn't the one who's got your heart.
Then who does?
How did you know it was me?
The device? The one that came through the wall? I knew that I had seen it someplace before.
The egg-shaped thingy.
You brought Nina Sharp's watches to your side, didn't you?
Well, at least there's not much of a fight there.
I never meant to hurt anyone. I can change, you see. I can make up for all the harm I've done.
It's too late, Walter. There's some things you can't undo.
Candyman can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good.
Are you kidding? That's not a proper ending.
Oh my
You don't know
god.
how to tell stories, Uncle Walter. I'll tell you how the story ends.
If I ever have a little girl, I want her just like that.
I can change. I can fix the damage I've done. Please give me another chance.
And Peter looked inside Walter's eyes and realized there was still goodness inside him. So Peter took his special heart, and with all his might, he split it in two. And the heart was so magical that it still worked.
A much better ending. You go, Ella. She needs to be writing these stories herself.
happily ever after.
They made goodness.
You're right. Yours was a proper ending. Yours was a much better ending indeed.
I wonder if they're going to end the episode showing where Peter is. Oh. So something momentous happens here?
The boy has not returned, and I do not believe Dr. Bishop remembers my warning. Yes, I am concerned, too.
They don't take matters into their own hands with Peter, I guess. Interesting. Okay. Trying to think right now. Yeah, that's the scene. Unexpected episode. I've seen something similar. There's quite a number of shows that does tackle their version of a musical in some form or another. And Fringe's version for this episode was very interesting. Aesthetically, more than anything. Just looking around Walter's lab and all that stuff. And the tech, I like the mishmash of high-tech and old-time style. That's always cool. And I think the music is not too bad where I can get away with being able not to silence certain scenes for my YouTube cut anyway. Okay. The scene that I loved very much is the scene I reacted to more on an emotional level, and that was Olivia's song to Peter. And not only does Anna Torv have a very nice voice, let's put it this way. I'm not one for really paying attention to lyrics in the music. I'm just one of those people. Like, I'll know the tune, but when it comes to lyrics, even if I've heard the song 5 million times, it's very rare I'll remember the entire song lyrics. And yet, while she was singing, I was paying attention to the words that she was saying. And that, for me, is how effective the performance of Anna was. I really, really liked that scene. Very nicely done. And I guess also, too, it's not often that you see something like that. So it just made it all the more special to watch. And then, of course, we have the ending, which I think is a very close runner-up to a scene that piques my interest with this whole thing with saving the boy. The only thing that's kind of interesting that they keep referring to Peter as a boy. I guess maybe because the whole thing started with him as a boy. So he keeps saying it that way. I don't know. I find it kind of odd, in a way, that they would keep referring to him that way instead of just saying his name. So, anyway, I guess that's not a big deal. It's probably just the lingo. Maybe they're writing the lines like that so that we're always, as a viewer, I'm taking it as their continuous reference to that part in the Peter episode where he saves Peter as a boy and all that stuff. I wonder what they're gonna do. There was something else in this that I really liked, and it slipped my mind. I just want to take a second to see if I can remember it so I don't forget to share it. Oh, yeah. The whole thing with labeling them as watchers. Immediately, I thought of Marvels, of course, and Marvel's the Watchers, considering that I've recently watched the What If series, season 1. And that was kind of part of the whole scenario. So when you think about it, when it comes to the observers, I mean, observer, watcher is a synonym, so very fitting, very fitting. Okay, Ashamoji-wise, I'll be generous and even give it a 4. For the style that they were trying to put out as an episode, yeah, you know what? I'll give it a 4. Because I think in context with all of that. And adding Ella as the voyeur of all this really, really amped it up. Because every time they would move over to her perspective, it actually engaged me even more. So, yes, now really thinking about it, a 4 is, I think, deserving. So, there you have it, people. That's my reaction to episode 20 from the second season of Fringe, Brown Betty. I look forward to reading your comments about this episode, any trivia that you know, share. And of course, if you want access to my full reaction to this episode, uncut, no filters or anything like that, details about joining my club is in the description box below, and it's early access, at least a minimum of 5 episodes ahead from what you're seeing here on YouTube. If you're interested, details on how to join, as I just said, is in the description box below. So, until my reaction to episode 21, we're getting close to the end, people. We're getting close, and I'm excited to see how it all unfolds. Until then, I'm tuning out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.